just me, or do you also have days when your emotions swing from dancing in the kitchen to big girls don't cry to lying on the couch like a slug because you can't move? I did that recently, and I think this aging thing is more complicated than we tend to admit. That's what I want to talk about today. I talked last time about the surprises we get along the way as we age, like things on our bodies not being where they used to be. But today I'd like to talk about some of the complicated feelings and emotions that strike us as we get older. I'm taking this from my own experiences and others, friends, and the stories in some of the women's anthologies I've worked on as a writer. We don't talk enough about two conflicting emotions that can dwell inside us at the very same time: relief and grief. Let me explain. We can feel relief over a number of things, especially being past the point of pretending anymore. Pretending to like people who annoy us, pretending to be interested in things we don't give a rat's ass about, pretending to be happy when we're not. There are a variety of ways to handle these things now, mostly by saying no. Do you want to visit the Johnsons? No. Do you want to see that movie? No. Are you happy with everything that's happened in your life? Nope. If you're not at this stage of saying no yet, you have something very rewarding to look forward to. You may want to give it a try. Let no be a complete sentence with no fluff or excuses or apologies. That is such a relief. As for grief, this is one of the truly hard parts of growing older. It's a double-edged sword. We're happy to be alive. The alternative isn't all that great. But the more we age, the more painful things that have happened to us. That's part of life. Relationships have been shattered, jobs have been lost, money has evaporated. So many things can have gone wrong. We outlive friends and family members. That started early for us baby boomers. Many of us lost loved ones in the Vietnam War. We were just kids, and so were they. But that doesn't make it any easier when a loved one dies when we're older. I lost my first husband when he was 33. I was 28. It was Vietnam related. So, did losing my beloved husband at such a young age prepare me for losing others as I've matured? Not really. The sense of loss we feel with each death is natural. It takes time for it to work itself out. We need to let the natural process take its course. And I don't know about you, but sometimes this gratitude trend where we're supposed to be joyful about something or other every day really gets to me. I don't always feel grateful, and I refuse to pretend to be yippee skippy when it's just not in me. I don't believe that everything happens for a reason, and I'm supposed to simply accept that. On the other hand, there are times when reminding myself of all that I have to be grateful for is a godsend. Keeps me on an even keel. So sometimes I find myself naturally rejecting gratitude, and other times I'm grateful for it. So here's my point. We need to grant ourselves the grace to feel conflicting emotions. That's human. We can use our very understandable grief over the crappy things that have happened to us and use that to tell us what we need to do next, which is to move into a place of peace and acceptance of the reality of living a long time. We can look back at the painful things that have happened to us, and at this age, most of us have had our share, and use our grief to motivate us to move forward, to enjoy our lives as best we can. All these years, I've always known that's what my first husband, who died so young, would want me to do. How about you? I'd love to know if you think aging is complicated. And if you also have conflicting emotions, at least some of the time, tell us in comments.